What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on October 5th, 2021. As usual, I'm starting off with the focus on figures that are available right now. This does include the box lunch exclusive Blacklight Dante from Coco. Now, people have been finding this figure in store. I think it's pretty easy to find in some locations. As far as being online, it seems like it's dropping in and out of availability, but you can check the website for it as well if you don't have a box lunch in your area. Hot Topic is receiving their exclusive Frightkins in stores, and I've actually seen these up close in store, but they're also available on the website, at least at the time of this recording. And remember that these are original designs. They're kind of an offshoot of the Wetmore Forest figures that Funko released previously. The latest Gudetama figures are starting to show up in stores. I just have one pictured here, but there's at least 3 new commons that are starting to show up in stores, so be on the lookout for those if you are a big Gudetama fan. You see here in the upper right, now this actually released previously, if I'm not mistaken, but it was my first time seeing it in store. I saw this in a GameStop, and this is a GameStop exclusive. Majin Buu there with that giant ice cream cone going on. So if you've not caught up to this, if you were not able to get a pre-order in for it previously, like I said, it's starting to show up in store, so be on the lookout for it. And it looks really cool up close. I don't collect Dragon Ball myself, but this particular figure is very colorful, very eye-catching. The pink is actually a deeper pink color when you see it up close, so it looks pretty awesome. And of course, again, remember, this comes along with a Pop T as well as a GameStop exclusive. Now, I think I mentioned this figure previously, starting to show up in some Walmart locations, but now it's a lot easier to find. So if you're interested in the Walmart exclusive Captain Boomerang from the Suicide Squad, he should be pretty easy to track down at this point. Focusing on Funko.com, you see that they have Tiana in the gold dress, which does come along with the pin. That is still available at the time of this recording. Tiana also has a Pop T that's available, but that's in low stock right now. A lot of the Pop Ts on Funko.com sell pretty quickly, so definitely jump on those if you are interested in them whenever you see them available. Now, because these Ultimate Disney Princess Pops are coming along with pins, you see also here that they have this storybook pin book, which is available that you can purchase as well separately and then keep track of your pins that way. Also on Funko.com, they have this breast cancer awareness Batwoman, which is still available. It didn't sell out. Remember that this is, of course, for a good cause. It does support a good cause, you know, with breast cancer awareness. I like the look of the pop as well, so I did go ahead and order it for my collection, and I'm actually looking forward to receiving that pop. Like I said, I really do like the design, and I definitely do like that it supports such a major cause. Now, moving away from Funko.com, you see here that DC Shop has another exclusive available. This is a Diamond Wonder Woman pop. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think there is a non-diamond variant of this pop that should be available as well as a common. But if you prefer the diamond variant, you can go for it. And I know with DC Shop, the prices right now, they do seem a little bit hefty, especially with the shipping figured in. But you have to decide individually as a collector, you know, if you think it's worth it or not. But this particular figure should ship out at least by March. And yes, that's kind of far out. You know, we'll see if that date changes in any way. Some random information here. So it seems like there are some Funko Pop sandals on the way for kids. Don't know all the details about this just yet, but if I learn more about these, of course, I will share that information with you. Honestly, I think the coolest part about it is actually the case that the sandals come in, you know, that they come along with. I think those cases actually look kind of cool. There is a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Pop T that is showing up in some Target stores, so be on the lookout for that. Remember, when it comes to Pop Ts, Funko doesn't always do like announcements on those, so sometimes you will just find some randomly showing up in stores. As a matter of fact, I'll say this before I move on. I was in Walmart recently and I saw that the soup, I don't even know if I could say the word, but you know, the soup character from Seinfeld. I'm not sure if YouTube is sensitive about saying that word or not, but yeah, that particular character, his pop with Walmart comes along with the Pop T, and I saw that one marked way down to like $11. So that's another one that you can be on the lookout for if you're interested. Now, with Entertainment Earth, you see here that they have an exclusive Jack-o'-lantern Mickey crossbody purse that is available for pre-order. And then there's also a glow-in-the-dark enamel pin with that similar design as well. Okay, these are available right now for pre-order with Entertainment Earth. And there is a Entertainment Earth link in my description, so you could use that link if you're interested in these particular items. And they should ship out very soon within this month. Now, Chalice Collectibles gets a lot of anime exclusives, and a lot of times they tend to have a chase variant, you know, a chance, 1 in 6 chance at the chase variant. And the same is true here for the character Itachi from Naruto. So if you're interested in that, you can head over to Chalice Collectibles to see if this one is still available. I'm not going to guarantee it's available when you check out this video, but you can check to see if it is available. Still focusing on some random information here. So it seems like there is a new exclusive glow-in-the-dark Murloc on the way. Right now, don't know what retailer it's going to be with. I would not be surprised if it's with the Blizzard store. You know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. There is a Mandalorian 4-pack on the way. I've mentioned this previously. Remember, it's just 4 commons that are put together, but if you did not get those commons previously, then maybe you would be interested in that 4-pack when it releases. Right now, you still don't know which retailer this 4-pack is going to be with. When I learn that information, I will share. Now, at Islands of Adventure, they recently opened up the Velocicoaster ride, which seems pretty cool. I've checked out some video on that. And they're somewhere near that ride within the park. They're going to have this 2-pack available, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think these are previously released commons of Blue and a T-Rex, which a little bit odd to see them together since there should be more of a size difference. But, you know, it is what it is, basically. So if you don't have those and you're going to be in the park in that area, maybe you would consider picking that up. Walmart has a Pop-A-Palooza mini backpack and pin set on the way. I think these are actually available for pre-order right now on the website, if I'm not mistaken. You can go check the website and see. These should be available for pre-order, but honestly, I think once they release, they won't be difficult to find in store if you are interested. And it seems like there is an Azrael, I think that's how you say the name, an Azrael pop on the way. This is a character, of course, from the Batman franchise, and he was featured within the Arkham series of games, and that's what this design is based on. I really would like to learn more about this character, but I think definitely I will pick this pop-up when it releases. Right now, I don't know who the retailer is going to be. When I learn more about this release, of course, I will share that with you all. And let me know your thoughts on that character if you are pretty familiar with him. I only know him really from the Arkham games. I never read him in comics, but yeah, if you can give me any background information on him or some thoughts about him, definitely fill me in there. Right, so literally right after the last Funko news, I saw this image go up basically and get, you know, kind of shared on social media of Geralt and Roach on this pop ride here, of course, from The Witcher. So yeah, this is actually an exclusive that is available for pre-order right now with Walmart, and it should release at least by February. I think it's a pretty cool design. I haven't really been into The Witcher myself. I may try to check out the Netflix series again. But yeah, I think this is a pretty cool design, pretty cool looking pop ride there. And we don't get as many pop rides as we used to. They used to be a lot more common. Then you also see with Walmart that they have a couple of pop albums that are on the way here soon. And some of these should be available for pre-order as well, if not all of them available for pre-order. And of course, we had the bands here represented: Metallica, Queen, and The Doors. So if you're interested in these, like I said, check Walmart's website. You may be able to go ahead and pre-order these. I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this design for these pop albums as well, because for me personally, I think you would have to be kind of a die-hard fan just because it seems like these take up a good amount of space. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts about these designs. Are you going for any of these? And what do you think about the design in general, basically? And then it seems like Walmart is going to have some more exclusives that should be available from the 7th through the 8th of this week. And that's following right in line with the virtual con that's going to be going on with Funko. So just be on the lookout. Make sure you're checking out Walmart, you know, to see what they have available during those particular days. All right, so some random things here focusing on Marvel. The Victory Shawarma Thor is available for pre-order with Amazon. And if you go to check and it's not available at this time, of course it will restock at some point. I gotta say this, I'm a little bit surprised that the Avengers team up set, you know, the previous Avengers set, some of those figures are really starting to jump in value. So I don't know if the same thing is going to happen. And it's the Avengers Assemble, the Avengers Assemble set. I've been seeing the prices really climb on those figures, so I'm not sure if the same thing is going to happen with the Victory Shawarma set or not, but maybe that's something to consider if you're thinking about whether or not you want to purchase those figures. And then we see here Infinity Ultron. Initially, I was seeing a different name for this particular figure, but now I'm seeing more and more Infinity Ultron. This figure is on the way, of course, based off of Marvel's What If. I think this is going to be a very popular figure. It is a common, so you can pre-order it with various retailers. And I know already some people want to see a variant of this, and there's already a rumor that there could be a variant of this. I'm not going to say too much about this right now because the episode is still somewhat recent, and some people may have not checked it out just yet. But yes, if you are interested in a possible variant of this figure, that could happen. Not going to guarantee it, but it could happen. You see here as well that Blacklight Marvel 4-pack, which I mentioned previously being with Target, it actually did show up on the website. I think it's currently pre-sold out on the website, but more than likely that will get a restock as well, and then it will be showing up in stores soon. Now, the theme for the next Marvel Collector Core box is the Eternals. I haven't picked up any Eternals merchandise at this point. Honestly, I just don't know the characters. I feel like I need to see the movie first and see what I think about it, and then maybe I'll go back and want some of the pops. But right now, like I said, I just don't know them, so I'm not too interested in it, and I really have no idea what could be in that particular box. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this. But definitely let me know your thoughts about the Eternals. Are you interested in going to check it out? I have enjoyed the trailers, but I still feel like I just don't know much about it, so that's where I am with it right now. Now, you see here, of course, as part of the Year of the Shield series with Amazon, that they have this Taskmaster figure, which I put my order in for it, and I already have it. It's actually here, so I will be sharing that in an unboxing video later on this week. But yeah, we know how Amazon is. Like, sometimes they get figures out very quickly, even if they were just revealed. So if you're interested in that Taskmaster, like I said, when you order it, you will have it in your collection very quickly. I'm moving ahead here, focusing on The Mandalorian. Now, while Walmart is going to have a couple of exclusive items, including a pin set and coin purses as well, if you're interested in those. And you see that they're going to have an exclusive variant of Boba Fett, him without the helmet, that's going to be coming out soon. As also you see here with The Mandalorian, they have a Walgreens exclusive that is on the way. I like that they're doing a pop of that particular character. I did like her appearance. I think she may have shown up in 2 episodes if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I did like that character, even though, she didn't speak. She couldn't speak English or anything, but yeah, still like that character overall though. And then of course, we see Luke here with Grogu, which I think is going to be pretty popular there. That is a common figure. We also see Fennec here as well as getting her own standalone pop. And then of course there is that sort of deluxe pop there, or TV moment of Boba Fett and Fennec together, which I do think looks pretty awesome, and that's a good callback there as well. Remember that there is that light and sound Grogu on the way as well, of him basically being in tune with the Force, I guess you could say. I'm very interested to see the effects with that one when it does release. And you also see here, along with the Mandalorian, that there is the Marshal as well on the way with a Chase variant, and I did like that character also. I think Mandalorian just has a lot of very likable characters. So yeah, these figures are on the way soon. You can pre-order with various retailers, of course, except for the exclusives. And yeah, these are coming very soon. I think they are some pretty cool designs. And still focusing on the Mandalorian, you see here that there is this glow variant of the Mandalorian, himself, this hologram variant of him, which is an Entertainment Earth exclusive. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cool looking figure. Of course, it's a previous design, but yeah, I think the glow effect on it should look pretty awesome. And then they also have a Dark Trooper there with Grogu, actually taking off with Grogu. I think that's a pretty awesome design as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the actual glow on these figures. I think they both are pretty awesome. And again, these are Entertainment Earth exclusives. And also with Entertainment Earth, they do have some pins that are by Loungefly, basically just representing, different logos throughout the Star Wars lore. So if you're interested in those, you can check for those as well with Entertainment Earth. And then the Ghostbusters Afterlife figures have had their official reveal. So of course you see the figures here. These are the common figures. A pop ride is included in the mix. Cool that they got Ecto 1 there going on in the mix there, a pop ride. And then they have a couple of those Stay Puft figures. It seems like they're really banking on this to be popular, this particular character, or characters, I guess I should say. Let me know your thoughts about them. Are you actually going to go for some of these? I think they could look cute if you have a couple of them together displayed, especially if you decide to display them out of box. But me, I'm not a big enough Ghostbusters fan to go for these, but I do think they have some pretty cute designs there. And then, of course, with Ghostbusters Afterlife, there are some exclusives as well, including some pretty interesting exclusive variants of the Stay Puft figure there. So there's, 7-Eleven is getting an exclusive, and he's actually holding a slice of pizza there, which is pretty cool. They got the Walmart one with the headphones. The Target one, I'm not even completely sure what's going on there. It looks like it's trying to charge something up or something. I'm not really sure what's happening there. You see also they got one of lifting weights with marshmallows, which is going to be a Funko.com exclusive. The Baskin Robbins one, which I actually mentioned previously, remember that one is on the way. And then the FYE exclusive of this other character here, that one is actually available for pre-order on the website. It should be. I'm going to say it should be because initially when I went to the website, I saw it advertised, but then I couldn't actually get to the actual figure. But hopefully they have worked that out on the website by now. And then with Target, they are going to have this glow-in-the-dark variant. And this is a common figure as well, but this is the glow-in-the-dark variant of that particular Stay Puft, and it does come along with a Pop Tee as well. So yeah, with Ghostbusters Afterlife, there's a lot on the way. I'll be honest, the trailers for this movie haven't done much for me yet, but I'm somewhat interested. I'm somewhat of a Ghostbusters fan, so maybe I will check the movie out. We'll see. Definitely let me know what you think about these particular figures and how you're feeling about that movie. So this was a pretty awesome reveal here. And I just, had mentioned the rumors about this Spider-Man, the animated series. Did not realize, though, that all of the figures were going to be with Target. But yeah, that's the way it is. And actually, you can pre-order some of them. There are some items that may have pre-sold out. But of course, we can check for restocks. And then eventually these items will be in stores as well. So of course, we have Spider-Man himself. We got Madam Web, which is a deluxe figure. Her sitting there in that chair, or it's kind of like a throne, I guess you could say. Of course, we got Dr. Octopus, which I love that look for Dr. Octopus. I think that's a great look for him. We got Black Cat there, and then Hobgoblin. But with Hobgoblin, there's also a glow-in-the-dark variant that comes along with a Pop Tee, if that's what you're interested in, and that has been very popular. That is definitely pre-sold out, but like I said, it should be available again eventually. And then you see that there is another Pop Tee there as well in a pin set, and I wouldn't be surprised, knowing Target, if they have even more merchandise surrounding this release. And there's so much more that they can do with the animated series. I've already seen some people sharing some ideas in the comments. But I'm going to say for now, let's be happy with these figures. Let's make sure that we support these figures and show Funko that, yeah, we would like more of this, because I really like the way these designs turned out. I think Hobgoblin looks amazing. I definitely am going to be patient and wait to try to get that glow-in-the-dark variant. I think that's an awesome looking figure. On October 6th, which is probably the day that a lot of you are actually checking this out, Gabriel Iglesias is going to be doing a signing at Funko Hollywood, and I'm assuming that the pop that we see pictured here will be available as well, unless this was something they just mocked up for fun. But more than likely, it seems like it should be a figure that will be available. I don't know if this, I'm just going to call it like a Lucha Libre, a Gabriel Iglesias. I don't know if it's going to be available in any other way. Maybe it'll show up on his website. I'm not sure. But, if I learn any more about that particular pop and how it's available, then I will update you all on that. And remember that I mentioned previously another Gabriel Iglesias pop that is possibly on the way, a Cholula Gabriel Iglesias kind of I guess collaboration, I guess you could say, figure. But yeah, as I learn more about that, of course, I will share. Now with the virtual con, which is kind of taking the place of NYCC directly, because Funko is not actually exhibiting at NYCC, but they still wanted to do releases kind of coinciding with NYCC this year. So yeah, they're doing a virtual con. This is very short notice. I realize that. I know some people are kind of caught out there, maybe not having their funds in place to get figures, but you're definitely not alone. This is definitely surprising a lot of people throughout the community, and maybe it just has something to do with the way things are in the world right now, that it ended up working out this way. But I'm going to go in and share the information that I know here. So on October 7th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, figures are going to be available on Funko.com for everybody. There is no lottery. So those figures are going to go live for everybody on October 7th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Remember, again, no lottery, and also you can only order one of each item per household. Expect the shipping to take at least 2 weeks. Could be longer than that, though. It's going to take a while for these figures to ship out. I'm assuming the same will be true for shared retailers as well. We'll have to see what happens with that, though. Now, Funko HQ and Funko Hollywood should have some of the shared exclusives in store on the 7th. So if you're in the area of those stores, you can check them out to see what they have available. And then shared retailers should have their exclusives on October 8th as early as 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you're going in store, I'm really not sure how much is actually going to be in store. I mean, this is really short notice, like I said. I don't know all the details, so I guess it wouldn't hurt to check in store to see if anything is available. But if not, maybe you can check about ordering in store at least. I'm just not sure 100% how this is going to work out. I mean, like I said, very short notice here. And of course, you can check the websites on the 8th as well. No specific times are known when retailers are going to go live, so you just have to kind of stay on your toes as far as these releases are concerned. Again, I wish I could give you more specific information, but like I said, Funko is very short notice with this. And you can, of course, check out Funko's blog to see if there's some more details there to kind of help you out with these releases. But I'm going to go ahead and focus on the figures and the other items that will be available with this convention. So if you are a fan of Loungefly, they have a couple of mini backpacks that are on the way. And, they got a couple of them that are focused on Star Wars. So they have the Kylo Ren one. They got Ahsoka there. And with the Ahsoka, she also has a, I guess what you call that, a wallet, basically, that's going to be available as well with her design on it. You see that they have Darth Maul, this Darth Maul mini backpack. Kind of it is true to the character, the way that the character looks. But in terms of design, Loungefly has done things a lot more interesting than that. That's just the way that I feel about that bag in particular. I think the President Loki one looks pretty cool. And they got Edward Scissorhands as well. And I do want to go ahead and point out that with the Loungefly bags, they should be available on their website as well. Of course, some are going to be available with shared retailers. But yeah, these bags should be available with Loungefly directly as well. And then you see here that there is this Yzma cat bag that does come along with a pop. Now, these should be available separately as well when it releases with Boxed Lunch. Okay, so Boxed Lunch should have the pop and the bag separately. I think Loungefly is selling them together, if I'm not mistaken. Again, y'all, I'm doing my best here. This is a lot of last minute information. But yeah, at least check with Loungefly. And like I said, some of the bags you'll see in a couple of minutes here, they are going to be available on Funko.com as well. So another bag that is going to be available is this Mandalorian bag, and it actually has this sliding feature where it slides back to reveal Grogu the child as well. So kind of a cool feature there for this particular bag. Let's go ahead and get into the pops and sodas. So Masters of the Universe, I really like all of these items. I'm definitely going for these items here. And as far as the sodas are concerned, of course, you see that they have Roboto and Snakeface. I'd actually be okay with the commons. I think the common designs are just fine. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting my hands on all of these Masters of the Universe figures. I do like the snake face pop design as well. Really crazy looking design for that figure there. And yes, we finally have a Zodak pop as well. I kind of like Zodak's design there also. So yeah, like I said, Masters of the Universe, this is the main thing that I'm hyped for as far as this convention is concerned. Really hoping to get all these figures. And like I said, I'm not stressing over the chases for the sodas. So with Marvel, you see that we have here, of course, this Carnage pop that's on the way. I still kind of feel like these Venom and Carnage pops based around the movie are just not movie accurate enough for me. And I know it can only be so movie accurate with the pop figure because pop figures are very stylized. But still, when I look at these figures, I don't automatically think about the movies necessarily. I don't think the designs are really close enough. Definitely let me know what you think about the designs of those particular figures, including this latest Carnage figure here. And then you see some people were unsure of who this character was, but this glow-in-the-dark figure in the upper right is Polaris. She's actually one of Magneto's children, one of his many children. So yeah, that is Polaris, and I think it's pretty cool that she actually is a glow-in-the-dark figure. And then you see also that we are getting a soda figure for Rocket, and it does have a flocked Chase variant there as well. So the Marvel offerings, even though it's just these 3 items, I think is, pretty cool for what it is, with it being so limited in terms of options. I think overall this is pretty cool. And then with DC, we just have 2 items that are going to be available. This does include Savant, of course, from the Suicide Squad. And then we're getting a Poison Ivy soda with a glitter chase. I like all of these, and with Poison Ivy, I actually am hoping to get the non-chase and the chase as well. So yeah, even though it's just these basically 2 items available, I really do like that Funko has, is making these available basically. So I'm happy with this very limited DC offering. And then with Disney, we're going to get Arthur from the Sword in the Stone, with him actually pulling the sword from the stone, which I'm really glad that they are doing that. And that's a figure I could see going for, because yeah, Sword in the Stone, I just like what I've seen with the Pops. I think I am going to end up getting the majority of them. Of course, we finally had the third Musketeer. We got Goofy from the Three Musketeers. We have another Small World Pop on the way. We got another variant of Stitch. There's a lot of Stitch Pops out there, and of course you should get the reference here if you're familiar with the character of his particular design here. And then I don't think Funko did like a big reveal for this necessarily, but there is going to be a Pumpkin King soda figure as well. Doesn't seem like it's going to have a Chase variant, at least from not what I've seen, but regardless, I think it is a pretty cool looking soda. I think that's one that I would add to my collection. Then we have some more random things going on here. Now remember, Reed Pop, they actually already had the basically the pizza rat and the pigeon here. They already had those available previously, but there is a variant of the pigeon. You see it pictured here, which is basically the mascot for New York Comic Con. Him in the white shirt there. That's going to be available as part of the virtual con. No surprise here, we got yet another Diamond Pokemon figure on the way. I don't think anybody should be surprised by that at this point. We have Cavity Sam with a soda figure, and he does have a glow-in-the-dark chase there. Of course, Cavity Sam from the game Operation. We have another McNugget, you know, this one actually being inside of a jack-o'-lantern there. And then from, we have Bingo here, I should say, from Banana Splits as well. And he does have a flocked variant there for his soda figure. And then rounding out the selection for New York Comic Con, and I do want to point out to people that New York Comic Con, the selection is usually smaller anyway, and I think it's extra small this year. And again, it's probably because of some of the difficulties Funko is having right now. But I will say this, with what's available, there are some cool designs here and some figures that I think some people are pretty hyped about. Now with Dungeons and Dragons, I think this 5-headed dragon looks amazing there, and of course it does come along with a dice as well. And yeah, I think that's just a really awesome design. I think the name is Tiamat. I might be mispronouncing that for that particular character there, but yeah, very cool design there. You see that we got Mose from The Office, and the design they went with for him, you know, him having on the fear sweater, I think is perfect. You know, that's a great idea there. Great reference to the series, of course. With My Hero Academia, they actually got two figures here, and at least one of these had been rumored previously. So we have All Might there, basically retired All Might, you might as well say there. And you know, he has the plastic bag there with some food in it. He has the umbrella as well. So I think that's a pretty cool figure there. And then of course we have the camouflage variant there of Froppy that's on the way. I don't think Funko did like a big reveal for this Jiraiya figure that's also on the way, but you see we are getting a variant of that particular character. And then with Boba Fett, I really do like this design of Boba Fett there from The Mandalorian. Of course, I think that's a pretty awesome looking figure. And we're also getting Lafayette from Hamilton. So like I said, I know that this is not a huge selection for the virtual con, but I think there are some winners here. You know, within this con, there are some pretty awesome figures with some really good designs. Now, y'all, I'm not going to read over this all for you, but you see here the shared exclusives, you know, where figures are going to be shared, basically. So there are some that are going to be just with Funko.com. You know, that does include Arthur, the It's a Small World figure, excuse me, there. Cavity Sam from Operation, his soda figure. Bingo from Banana Splits, his soda figure there. And the Rocket soda figure as well. Okay, those are going to be the Funko.com exclusives. You see here also, I think basically the nugget there, the McNugget is going to basically be with Funko.com, and it says Golden Arches Unlimited as well. I'm assuming that's like, you know, McDonald's online store should be there also. Amazon is getting 3 exclusives. Toy Tokyo, no surprise, is getting 2 of the Masters of the Universe items, and then the other one is going to be with Entertainment Earth. Reed Pop, like I said, they already did their pre-order, so I don't know if you can track down those figures at this point. They did their release a couple of weeks ago for those pre-orders. Box Lunch is getting 2. Walmart has 2 there. They have here the Pigeon as show only, and by the way, the Pigeon is limited in number. I'm thinking that it's not 1,000, 1,500 pieces, which may encourage some people to go for it, but you all, I'm gonna say that doesn't really guarantee big value on the second market. Not from what I've seen in the past when it comes to these convention mascots. Usually the value ends up kind of going down with some of those. So the pigeon, we'll see how it does long term on the second market. Hot Topic, of course, has a pretty good mix there. They have 5 items that they're getting, and then GameStop also is getting 5 items as well. So yeah, just make sure you kind of keep in mind where the figures are going to be available that you are interested in. And like I said, I don't know for sure what's actually going to be available in store at the end of this week, or if anything's going to be available necessarily in store at the end of this week. We'll have to wait and see exactly how this works out. Now, here are the locations as well for the United Kingdom and Mexico. So if you're in one of those countries, you can kind of look this over and see where things are going to be available. If you're in another country and you want to know where things are going to be available, I'm just going to say go check out Funko's blog, because they do have more listings for other countries as well. All right, you also, there is no rumor mill this time. I know some people are disappointed when there isn't one, but there really haven't been new rumors, other than I'm seeing again that Phil and Lil from the Rugrats could be getting a 2-pack. That's been rumored in the past, and then I didn't see it. It hasn't shown up. So we'll see if that rumor actually turns out to be true this time. But as far as new rumors, like I said, I really didn't see a lot of new rumors floating around. So that's why I did not bother with a rumor mill. And I feel like this video is already long enough. But yeah, I hope you got something out of this video, and I definitely want to hear from you all. What is on your list for this virtual con? Which figures are you trying to add to your collection, and what are your overall thoughts about this virtual con? Again, I know Funko is probably going to hear a lot of criticism for being so short notice with this. Like I said, I don't know all the inner workings of Funko and how why this is happening this way, but I want to hear your opinions on it for sure, though. Definitely share how you feel in the comments. As always, thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out. Thank you for helping to get my channel past 45,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that as well. And please make sure that you read all of the directions on how to enter the giveaway properly, so that we can take care of that very soon here. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you drop a like on the video, share the video if you think it's going to help out other collectors. And again, I appreciate you all very much for supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot, and I will talk to you all again real soon.